Hey, today I want to talk to you guys about a super simple photography principle, and that is leading lines. So it is the. Okay. Hey, today I want to talk to y'all about a super simple photography. Hey, I want to talk to you guys about a super simple photography principle, and that is leading lines, and it can be tremendously impactful in your imagery. So let's dive into this photo. Hey, ah. Hey guys, today I want to talk to y'all about a super simple photography pencil. Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about a super simple photography principle, and that is leading lines. So let's dive into this image and see how you can use lines to make your images more impactful. And scene. Okay, so I'm gonna first pull up this image because I'm going to first pull up this image because I feel like it is the strongest out of my set that I did using that basic principle of leading lines. And let me kind of talk through why. So I'm going to first, let's pop over here. This is the standard. Just put them on the stairs. They want the camera smiling. And yes, it does frame them. Yes, we do have leading lines and they're sitting on a third, which is all good and fine and dandy, but we don't really draw our eyes super into them, right? I think this does a good job of tracing it, but then that kind of like bisects my image or like my focal point, which I don't super love, right? So this isn't my favorite shot. I think this here becomes a stronger image from the side because then you really do start to draw your eye in and around there. Same thing here. You kind of have a line that moves you through the image, and that's all you're trying to do. You want to use these lines to draw the eye visually through your imagery. So this one I feel like is a stronger image, but the reason why this one I feel ranks above all the rest is because it truly completes that cross, right? So your eye gets pulled in here, here, and then draws it out through here. They're placed on a third, which always makes things a little bit more interesting, more creative. We even have another line coming through here that's not distracting or cutting through like in a weird spot on the body because it just moves your eye through the image. And that's what you're going for. That's what leading lines are. You can use them in the streets. You can use them like trees, walls. Like you can place somebody against the wall and shoot with the wall. Use that as a leading line to draw your eye in. The combination of leading lines and the rule of thirds is a really powerful tool to keep to draw in focus and move eyes throughout the scene, which is like I keep saying, this is what we're trying to do. This is what makes our imagery visually engaging, right? Okay. So this is going to be a short one because it is such a simple principle. And I just really wanted to show you guys like, this is the leading line. This is how you utilize it. This is why I like this one versus these better and why this is the stronger image of my set. All right, so next, I'm going to pull up this one because this is the same image. I drop down my base edits just like so. Like I said before, I use color profile, so I've got the full realm of like all my other adjustments to work with to tweak and fine tune my image. But the one secret sauce, again, is a radial gradient, and that is what will take it to the next level. So, right, my eyes already want to go to that spot, so let's help them out. Shift M will pull open your radial gradient. You want to make sure that that is nicely feathered around a 75. So I'm going to pull it like so, boop, 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 and then I'm going to invert it. Angle it like that. I'm going to change it to just the exposure, and I want to drop it down. And I don't want to go crazy, right? That's too far. We don't want that. No. You want it to look natural and subtle, like the shadows just kind of fell there. Just like so. Fabulous. Okay, so because this is the full thoughts behind the shots, I'm going to talk about my posing and why I pose in the way I did. So this little alcove here is an alcove. And so I'm surrounded by 3 walls, which means my light source is really only coming from one direction, this way. So that is why I have her looking back towards that light. So I get light from the outside world into her. And because these are nice warm walls, it will bounce and fill a little bit for you. But you can see he's turned away, right? So the light isn't so much hitting him, but his face is turned away. So that doesn't become such a big deal, right? If he was facing towards me and his face was like totally in the shadows, that would be weird. But I'm keeping it this way, posed, angle my bodies for the light, which is always a huge deal. Pay attention to your directional light. pose for that lighting. Your ISO, your shutter speed, all that is going to fluctuate depending on your scene and like the amount of light you have available to you. But my f-stop, I kept it at a 3.2 because they are going to be on two different planes, right? I don't have them perfectly lined up. I knew I wasn't going to. I'm shooting down. I'm literally hanging over the rail getting this shot. So I was like, I need the odds in my favor. So I upped it to the 3.2. But that also allows me to get face, hair, shoulders, everything in focus from being this far back to get this shot. All right. I hope that helps you guys kind of visualize and see and understand how you can use leading lines in your photography.